A week ago, a group of legislators gathered in Kampala and later in Amuru district to protest the continuing violence in Apaa Township.
We met His Excellency the President about the issue of Apaa now 24 times. In case of any attack, anything, the President would call us. We would go to State House, he comes here, he moves to Apaa. We discussed 24 times the issue of Apaa. We presented the issue of Apaa now 36 times on the floor of Parliament. This is an indication that the government has no goodwill at all of ending the problems that are in Apaa.
This followed an attack by a large group coming in from Germany who have been seeking to take ownership of this land from the Acholi. This prompted the army to intervene.
Contested area of Acholiber and another village, we are going to stop any movements of people. But anybody moving with bows and arrows will be dealt with.
The residents who are now displaced from their homes want the government to urgently intervene by boosting security in the area to facilitate their return to their homes. They want the security to guard against further attacks by suspected Madi kinsmen. However, they say they are suffering with no food, clean water, shelter and medication. The community leader, Geoffrey Komakech Olodi, says they are suffering, yet they cannot return to their homes without proper security measures.
We are requesting the government to provide for us security and establish an army detach so that we return to our homes. We are being chased away from our land, but still the government says we can go back and nothing will stop us. However, when we go back, we find attackers there. They set up ambushes, but you find only 2 soldiers coming to rescue us. Sometimes we sleep with the aid of the soldiers.
For his part, the Clark North MP Anthony Akol is bitter with the government for being mute on a lasting solution to the Apaa crisis. He wondered why the Judicial Commission of Inquiry had failed to make a report on the conflict 3 years later, even when they were allocated 7 billion shillings for their work.
Appeal to the President of the Republic to prevail over this conflict. We talked to the brigade commander so that a detach is put at the point where the Madi people come to attack the Acholi people. And it is good that he has given a very good directives. No Madi should cross Zoka River to the other side for now, and no Acholi should cross.
Michael Akon, the Amuru District Council chairperson, says the people are unable to take care of themselves, so they are seeking to return to their homes if they are granted sufficient security.
We need to provide security to allow them. If they cannot really take care of them while in the camp, they are supposed to be taken back home. And taking them back home means the security is supposed to intensify deployment on the ground for the safety of the community, for fear of further attack.
While addressing the displaced locals on Friday, Colonel Nathan Bainom Gisha said movements across Zoka River, which is a buffer zone between the Madi and Acholi living in Apaa, have been banned. He also pledged that manpower and security would be beefed up in the area to facilitate peace and repel possible attacks.